morning. Movement is our topic of the day. So I don't like to use words that create a lot of stereotypical responses in people. So when we say workout or exercise, or even when we say 5-day challenge, some people sort of just pull away. I don't like that. But movement, really, we can think of it as a breath body practice. We have been sedentary in bed for 8 hours, and the more we can sort of bring breath into ourselves, the more we'll be able to launch into our day with efficiency. If you just sort of try and step into your day and move into it without bringing any kind of movement in, it takes us a while to catch up. Our daily movement sometimes is enough to bring lots of breath into your body, especially if you're the kind of person who gets going right away and everything's busy right off the bat. But really, this is a movement practice. If you are a constitution that is sturdy and solid and you have lots of stamina, it also means that those cells sometimes need more vigorous movement to get lifted and going. We would call that a kapha person. If you feel like you're a kapha person, then you are steady and stable and strong and you have stamina forever. You can also relate to the fact that the hardest thing is to just get started. Once you're started, you're fine. But getting started is hard. So if that's you, then you might be thinking of something that is a good start. It's a good, vigorous, kind of sweaty, hard practice. Now, alternately, if you're the opposite end of the spectrum, you're more vata. There's less meat on your bones. You're more prone to injury. You might even be hypermobile. There's you can lose energy really fast. You run out of steam a lot. Your exercise, your movement, breath, body practice first thing in the morning might be really gentle. It might just be something to, circulation increases, move some breath into the fingers and toes. It could be yoga, qigong, a light walk, anything like that. It could even just be a breath practice to bring breath into your body. Middle of the road types, your pitta, you've got lots of fire in the body, and the fire sort of gets going naturally. So you might decide, you can kind of go both ways. Some days you're going to really be like, today's a really fiery day. I got a lot going on. Your breath body practice might be meant to cool you so that you can bring that sort of coolness into the day with you. It also might be to help support the fire, bring some vigor and sweat into a practice so that it feels like you've mobilized that efficient Agni fire of digestion, that efficient Agni to move through your day. So there isn't a prescription for a certain kind of movement. The movement is up to what you need, what your body type requires. And depending on what your constitution is, that will help support that. So think about what you need and start to devise what would be a very good first step for you to add as movement in the day. Remember that I'm not telling you have to do an hour-long workout. This can be a 5-minute practice. It can be something as simple as 5 sun salutations when you get out of bed. It can be something as simple as a walk around the block, as putting on your kettle to boil so that you can have your hot water and doing whatever movement feels appropriate, jumping jacks, I don't care, while the kettle boils. And then the kettle boils and you're like, okay, good, knocked off those 2 birds. I don't want you to use any of these suggestions as things that were like, well, therefore I can't do it. What you're trying to look for is the smallest step that you can take in order to make this practice of movement doable for you. So you're going to design something that is sustainable, that your resistance won't come in and say, I'm not doing it today. So make sure you don't sort of bite off more than you can chew and try and design something that's perfect, because I'd rather you get a D in this assignment than try and make everything perfect. Good luck.